Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am your co-host Andre C. Right over here is my co-host Melball. Welcome to Stardom Review. We are here to talk about nights 5 and 6
Yep, 5 and 6.
of the Triangle Derby. Mel, how's it doing today?
Hey, I can't complain. I got a fresh new do on. I still have fake tattoos on. These are not real. These are not real because they are very unlevel. It's been a fun week of modeling and editing for this girl. Andre, how you doing today?
I'm doing a lot better. Let's just say that. I apologize to everybody watching out there that I missed last week. You still got the wonderful and awesome Melball breaking it all down for you last week.
Don't apologize to me. I missed you more.
I said that off air. But I am back. Excuse me. And here to talk some Stardom. I am excited. I watched 2 great nights of Stardom in the last less than 24 hours, and absolutely phenomenal professional wrestling coming from Stardom. I don't think I ever get bad professional wrestling from Stardom, in my opinion.
No, I have to agree. I don't think that there's been something that hasn't been recoverable.
Oh, very, very much so.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna bring it up right here. It's the Triangle Derby, the first annual Triangle Derby. As it keeps telling us, Triangle Derby 1, even though I thought it was something completely different. Because I'm insane. So we're gonna get it started with the January 14th show, night number 5. We started out with a tag team match: Mayu, Iwatani, and Momo Kohgo taking on Miyu, Amasaki, and Waka Tsukiyama. I got it right first. I got it right the first. I wrote it phonetically, so.
Hey, whatever works.
Fun little start to the show. Again, quick match between all these women. Mayu Iwatani, again, legend in Joshi Pro Wrestling. In the end, Momo hits a bridging fisherman suplex on Waka Tsukiyama to get the win. I had a fun time. Fun little opener. It was great just to kind of kick it off, seeing these girls work. How did you enjoy this match, Mel?
I'm interested to see how this booking with Waka continues in the story that they have her doing, because they really, really highlighted her in this match, I felt, because there was a point where I forgot that Miyu Amasaki was in this match, just because I felt there was such a positive focus on Waka. So I'm very excited to see how this goes. Just like you, I felt this was a great opener, fun little start.
And I know there's a story right now going with Cosmic Angels and Waka that they want her to get a win. And I know it was announced at a show that we'll be reviewing on the next edition of Stardom Review that just happened, the date we recorded, that she's going to have to get a win at a certain point, or she will be removed from Cosmic Angels. And not surprising in that sense. But yeah, it's watching her try to evolve and get this win after so long, this big win. We don't know. Is she going to be a Cosmic Angel come in a couple months' time? We don't know.
We shall see. It kind of almost looks like there's a little bit of a rockiness happening within that faction, but I do enjoy how it's building up.
Yeah. So we move on from this match, to the second match of the evening. This is the first Triangle Derby match of the night. It is Unique Glare, Starlight Kid, Haruka. I can't remember their last name right now.
Ruaka.
No, Haruka something, but I can't remember her last name.
Oh.
I can't remember her last name because I don't have it written down on this set of notes. On the other
Haruka
Umesaki and Ruaka taking on the team of MaiHime with Lady C, Maika, and Himeka. Absolutely phenomenal. And this is where the first night I really noticed Ruaka and Himeka when they're running into each other. It just that power. It's that power going back and forth, and they're just like, and one gets an advantage, but then the other comes back with the advantage. It was really great to see that way they worked that. I was like, yeah, use the 2 big people and give them that fight, right? In the end, Ruaka hit a huge clothesline to Lady C, hits the splash off the top, and gets the pin on Lady C. Now your thoughts on
the calls that bomb?
The splash?
Yeah, she calls it a freezer bomb.
Freezer bomb. I'm gonna write that down.
I really enjoyed that when I saw that. I was like, freezer bomb. That is very unique and a very fun little thing for her to do in that corner for sure.
Yeah, it's a very simple finish. Like
Mhm,
it's not even like the swanton that Tora uses.
mhm,
It's it's a simple splash. Like simpler than Jimmy Superfly splash. She just kind of
mhm,
just comes off, just splash down, and it's been effective for her. She's won matches in the was it the Goddess tournament.
mhm,
She's winning matches with it here in the Triangle Derby. It's proven to be effective for her, and I know
mhm,
she has the tree slam setup. This it wasn't on this one because it was a clothesline, but usually she uses the tree slam as the setup into the freezer bomb. So
mhm, mhm, mhm. The one thing I really found really fun about this match was the interaction between Umesaki and Lady C, where Umesaki got caught trying to do a Rana on Lady C. Lady C just dropped her, transitioned her, and went into an airplane spin. Umesaki screaming the entire time. I thought that was really, really fun. Really good match. I was
yeah,
actually very surprised that Unique Glare picked up the win in this. I was actually expecting Lady C to kind of step that up.
yeah, I was expecting them to take it too, but to see Unique Glare get this and to see how well they're actually doing in this tournament is or how much better than I thought they'd be doing in this tournament is very nice to see.
They were very, very well together.
Yeah, very much so. And again, with Haruka not being a part of Oedo Tai before, or not that I know of. I know she had, I think she had joined Oedo Tai recent, like in the last couple of months, because she was
Hmm.
working New Blood shows and working with Oedo Tai people. But again, hasn't been with them long because she's coming in from another promotion a few months back. Like
Hmm.
it's and still working for Diana too. So yeah.
Doing very well.
So I move on to the next match. This is one I was really looking forward to on this show. Again, I'm a huge fan of Club Venus. Mariah May, Mina Shirakawa, and Zaya Brookside. Everybody knows my love for Mina Shirakawa. I've
Mhm.
been loving her since I started watching, since we started doing this show. But I've been a big fan of Zaya Brookside for a long time. And again, she keeps showing in every match in this thing she has that it's her experience. She's, I think, the youngest person on her team, but she has the most experience of any. She has more experience than I'd say 75% of the roster she's working with because she grew up in this business. She knows she has that perfect instinct,
Mhm.
and she looks good in here, and it really shows. And I
Mhm. Mhm.
Zaya not doing the dance with Koguma at the start was actually quite funny because she just wouldn't do it. Then Koguma got the leg scissors and she handstanded out and then just did like a mocking version of the dance. It was actually quite funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's also cute is right before that, Koguma was like introducing herself to Raimi and Zaya Brookside and actually handpicked Brookside to start the match with her.
Hmm.
Mina Shirakawa, the Venus herself, saying, "Yeah, sure, go for it, have some fun with it." This was a fun match. This was very fun, and of course, another one of your favorites, Sayaida,
Hmm.
in this one as well. She put on quite the performance.
Very much so. It's like she really got to showcase her power because,
Hmm.
especially against Zaya Brookside, against Mina, because she's not outside. Mariah is a little outside her a little because she's a good bit taller,
Hmm.
but she's not outsized by Zaya and Mina, so she gets to really show off her power against those women, and it really comes off really, like in my opinion, really well. Like
Hmm.
there's a spot where towards the end, Zaya just got this huge clothesline on Mariah and just made her look like she took her head off. But then
Hmm.
Mariah came coming back with her own again, showing the power dynamics in this, and it was really good to see. But in the end, there was like a this like backdrop that Club Venus does, and then Mariah got the
Hmm.
tombstone on Saida and gets the win here in this match.
Mm-hmm. That's been like a winning combo for them. Even the shows that I had reviewed before without you, they'd picked up a win with a similar kind of three
Mm-hmm.
triple kind of match and or sorry triple move, and then the pile driver Mariah. I'm
Mm-hmm.
really enjoying how these three have come into the like Mariah and Zaya have come back in with Mina and kind of taken this tournament by storm. Not only are they like very pretty to look at, obviously, they're showing how good they are. You mentioning Brookside has kind of grown up in this industry, has all of this experience. Mariah May is consistently wrestling better and better and better and better every time I see her.
Hmm.
The first time I saw her, I was kind of like a little concerned, but again, every time I see her, it's just getting better and better. Mina is just awesome. Just
Well,
put it out there.
as normal, she's just flat out awesome. But and don't you can't take away from Hazuki, Koguma, and Saida either,
Mhm,
because all three of those women are absolutely phenomenal. Like Hazuki and Koguma have just an insanely awesome track record to both of them and what
mhm,
they've done in this company in the short time they've been here. And then
mhm.
Saida, she's only been here what, a couple of years, three, 3 years, 2, 3 years, or
I know.
something.
I
And
know.
she's like developing into somebody that I could see them like her eventually getting like being in the Wonder division, Wonder to like see her possibly down the road being a in the world championship contender. So
Mhm.
it's the way they're building these people and in introducing the new characters as really has made a good shine for me in this match.
Mhm. I agree. I agree.
So we move on to the next match of the evening, and it is Mel's pick. I'm gonna let her break this one down.
This was a fun one. So we had the team of Power Passion Pineapple, got Yuna Mizumori, Nane Takahashi, and Yu, who has a really cool belt that has chains on it instead of a belt. That's pretty badass. But then they're taking on the Artist of Stardom Champions, Suzu Suzuki, Risa Serra, and I always forget her name, Kurumi Hiragi. Um, this was exactly what I was predicting it would be from the start of this tournament. We have six women who just like hurting people and kicking the crap out of each other, coming in and just doing so. This match was off the chain for power. This actually had my favorite move in it by Arisa Sarah, the Dingle Dangle. I love
Mm-hmm.
this move. She's been consistently doing
I literally like I always put in parentheses what the actual movie is, but I always write Dinkle Dangle when I do my quick notes, and I add Hanging
Yes.
Billy Goat's Curse after. But yeah, I always write Dingle Dangle when I'm doing my notes initially.
It is the best way to like think. And honestly, I feel like Risa Sarah is one of the people who does it the absolute best because she's tall enough that it doesn't matter how tall you are. When she stands up and she shrugs her shoulders, you are guaranteed to have at least that much space between your face and the mat. You're
Yeah,
not close. You're not
because
dragging.
when you see Saki do it, it's like she's a little shorter, and it's just
Your
like the
nose is
face,
being wiped on the mat.
the face. You're just like, oh, you're like, oh, that could
Yeah,
just be
but no, when Risa
terrible.
Farah does it, you have at least half a foot of distance between your face and the mat before she viciously slams your face into
Hmm.
the mat. I love that move from her. It's one of my favorite moves to see. I love it. I'm like Leonardo DiCaprio in the seat pointing, going "Hup, hup, hup, hup," whenever it's coming on. This match had my oof moment, my slam of the week. I was mentioning
Mm.
it to you before we kind of got on here. So this happened when Risa Serra got Yuna into a camel clutch and called in Hiragi and Suzuki, who did the run across the ropes, cross again, and as they
Hmm.
came back,
Hmm.
both of them drop kicking Yuna in the face. There was nowhere for her face to go but squish. And Suzuki, from the angle that we caught with the camera, Yuna ate all of Suzuki's left foot, all of it,
Oh,
heel
all of
to
it.
toe, toe to heel, all of that foot. It looked vicious. I absolutely loved it. Um, there was also a really fun move by Risa Serra where she was actually wrestling with Nane Takahashi, and I think she was trying to do a judo throw onto Nane, and Nane was just fighting her, fighting her, fighting her, not
Mm.
giving it to her. Risa Serra muscling her up into a white noise and saying, "Well, if we're not doing that, we're doing this instead," and just slamming her down. I thought it was amazing, tremendous show of strength from the champions. Um, this was the last thing. Oh yes, the last thing I wanted to talk about was the move we mentioned with Suzu Suzuki. Yu is on the corner. Suzu Suzuki's trying to do a Rana to you off the top turnbuckle, unable to get her because just Yu's just that strong. Suzu calling Teresa, who's pinning Yuna down in the crowd with a chair. sees what's
Mhm.
going on, turns around and just throws the chair at you. The confusion causes Suzu to actually be able to pull you over. This match was absolutely off the chain. I was actually surprised though. Nani Takahashi pinning Hiragi, pinning the champions. We have the Goddess of Stardom Champions and Yuna taking up a win over the Artist of Stardom Champions in this tournament. And I believe that was Prominence's first loss in this tournament as well, having their, I believe this was their third match of the tournament.
I don't have the point total in front. Actually, I do because
No, four. It was the fourth match for them.
yeah, because they have like going into the second night. That the next thing we're going to talk about. Where the heck is they?
Yeah, they were. I think on the next night they mentioned they were coming off of a winning streak before they met with Power Passion Pineapple. So I think it was
Yeah,
the
because they were 2 wins in because they're after
okay. There
the
you go.
and I know they were wrestling on the second night.
Mm,
They're at 3-1. I guess it's not really a spoiler.
mm,
They're 3-1, so they had 2 matches, one winning so far, and then lost here, and it's a big loss. It
mm.
really is.
It is. It's a tough one. I mean, but
And then,
look what they lost to though.
yeah, and even the full sequence at the end though with their that Alabama Slam Razor's Edge combo that Power
Mhm.
Passion Pineapple does, I absolutely love the ingenuity of it to take it. Like I said it on the first on the last episode that I did.
Mm,
That to take their double Razor's Edge and add in that Alabama Slam like whip into
mhm.
it, I think is absolutely phenomenal. And I also got to really give it to Nanae to no, 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 to Hiragi, man. She's just she uses her size in such uses her size in such a way, and it's absolutely impressive. It's that black hole slam. She catches you and does like a spin into the black hole slam. I
Mm, mhm,
absolutely love it. And there was a spot where she did with you. She hit the black hole slam, and then they get back up, and she runs in, and you catches her into a sidewalk slam. Like
mhm.
just the back and forth on that was absolutely phenomenal. Seeing both of them have this kind of a very similar catch in and slam move. It was really awesome to see. And then I gotta always shout out that rollout that you does where she just rolls onto the it if you explain it to somebody, it sounds like the dumbest move in professional wrestling that nobody should ever do. But when you see it happen in real life, it's an absolutely phenomenal. Like it's so you laugh and you're like, and just when she hits them, and it's just that second of that teetering, and then she falls on top of all three. It's that just like you laugh, you're like, oh, because just her going on top of them. I shouldn't have clapped like that. I'm sorry, but
You
but
you know
that's
what's
the
more
feeling.
damaging though is watching her trying to get off of them and just causing more damage
Yep.
before getting someone to pull her off.
And the other thing I got to shout out you for is that cannonball.
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
the way she does it, and again, I
Mhm,
don't care who you are, you take a cannonball in the corner, it's gonna hurt.
mhm,
But the way you does it, it looks so smooth. The way she
mhm,
does it, it's I've seen other people do cannonballs, and some of them look really rough. There's very few people in this world I think do a cannonball right, and that's Kevin Owens and Colton Kelly. I think are the
mhm,
only people I've seen seeing as have a smooth cannonballs in my personal opinion. But yours
mhm,
just looks like it kills you, but it doesn't look like it's like if you think about it from the point of view of wrestling is a combative thing you do together. It looks like he crushed her and killed her, but you know she's a person in real life. She's not killing her in real life. So
yeah.
like I absolutely love the way she does it. It looks absolutely
Mhm,
phenomenal.
mhm, mhm.
Anything else on this one?
No, no, I can't talk too much about it because then we'll have to edit down the video, man.
No
I
edits
could
here.
go
Come
on
on.
about Prominence. I love their little hand thing too. Their little
Mhm.
mountaintop thing that they
Mhm.
do.
Yeah, it's like
Little
off
hand
their
signal.
symbol or whatever. I think
Yeah, the
they're
little
going. Yeah, there we
mountain.
go.
I love it.
Yeah, yeah. I really do like that.